The fastest way for you to achieve the things that you want to achieve is by minimizing the time from idea to execution as much as possible. Many people, myself included, spend too much time or lose too much time thinking about the perfect plan, procrastinating the work that they have to do, or just worrying if something is going to work or not. You see, the thing about this game, right? It doesn't really matter what it is. It could be a business we're talking about. It can be a self-developmental thing. It really applies to anything that you plan to do, that you want to do, but you just keep yourself stuck in this thinking stage. The longer that you spend thinking, the less amount of time that you have to act. And the less amount of time that you have to act, the lower the chances are for you to actualize whatever it is that you're envisioning. To summarize that, the longer you think without doing action, the lower the likeliness of you achieving the dream that you want to achieve. Planning is important. Knowing what you have to do, having a brief blueprint, a brief roadmap that you can follow to your goal or to your desire, that's important to have, right? There has to be some planning, but you don't have to perfect the plan. Matter of fact, you're probably, not even probably, you're not going to create the perfect plan. There's always going to be some critique. There's always going to be some imperfections. It's just a matter of how soon do you start taking actions. A buddy once told me that good ideas are like shelf life. Sorry. Good ideas are like food, and they have a shelf life, right? There's a finite amount of time that you have to take an idea to an actuality, right? You're not the only one who gets ideas, by the way. There's motherfuckers like me, right? I think about shit a lot. I get a lot of ideas. I've probably thought about the same shit that you've thought about before. The only difference between you and me is who's going to take action. Who's going to take action faster and who's going to take more efficient action, right? Two people can have the same idea, and they probably do. Whatever it is, somebody else has an idea for it. But it's a matter of getting there the fastest way possible. And let me tell you something, my brother. If you're sitting at home trying to cook up the perfect plan, trying to make sure that there's no seals in your boat, trying to make sure that you're going to be just smooth cruising through your entire blueprint all the way to $1 million, it's not going to happen. Right? We're all going to face problems. We're all going to face obstacles. And it really just comes down to the individual's resiliency to get over those problems. Stop fascinating by trying to get the perfect plan. It's just not worth it. All the time that you are spending obsessing over this blueprint, right? Obsessing over this strategy or this idea that you want to do, the longer you spend thinking about it, the more time you give somebody else to come up and take your idea. You need to take action now. The fastest way to achieve the things that you want to achieve is to minimize the amount of time to go from idea to execution. You need to start taking action fast. I don't care if you have just an incredibly brief idea. Let's say that all you know that you want to do is sell lemonade. You don't know what kind of lemonade you want to sell. You don't know where you want to sell the lemonade. You don't know who you're going to sell the lemonade to. You don't know what your brand name is going to be. You don't know what your company is going to be. You don't know nothing. You just know that you want to sell lemonade. So start taking actions about lemonade. Learn about different lemonades. Learn how to sell lemonades. Learn where lemons come from. Learn why lemons are healthy for you. Just learn everything there is to know about lemons and lemonade, right? But start taking actions. Don't just think to yourself, oh, I want to do this thing. Oh, I want to start a business. Oh, I want to do this self-developmental thing. Don't just think about it, right? When you get an idea of something that you really want to do, take some time to think about it, right? Planning is important. Take some time to really digest this idea. But then within the same day, let's say that you get an idea today, or let's say that you've had an idea of something that you want to do. Let's call today day one. Get whatever definition of this idea it is that you have, and write down a single practicable step for you to get closer to fulfilling this idea. So let's say that it's starting a business, right? Do you have a business name? Do you have a business, kind of aesthetic, right? The way that you're going to brand yourself. Do you have a mission statement for your business? Do you understand the services you're going to offer? Do you understand all these basic things, right? when talking about a business, you have the basics, right? Do you know the basics? That's all the thinking you have to do. Once you get the basics of the business that it is that you want, right? And the basics, it's really easy once again to get these basics. It takes you a day or two of thinking. But at the moment you get the basics, start taking action, right? Start building that website. Start building the social media. Start building the sales presentation. Start building the outreach strategy, the client acquisition strategy. Start building, start acting, right? Like, you don't have to wait 3 months to go from idea to execution. You can go from idea to execution in 24 hours. You can go to idea from execution in a matter of minutes, right? The faster you go from idea to execution, the better you are gonna have, the higher the chances of you to succeed with that idea. But it's that people, they're afraid, right? They're afraid, they're scared, they don't know the perfect plan, they don't know if it's gonna work, they're worrying, they're daydreaming. You're daydreaming about, oh, how it's gonna feel when I achieve this. Oh, I want this to be perfect. Oh, I wanna look like this. You're thinking too much, bro. Like, you're fucking thinking too much. It's just as simple as that. You have to stop thinking a little bit, okay? I'm so proud that, you have this amazing imaginative idea, and I'm so glad that you're thinking of every possible scenario that can happen in every fucking reality that exists in the fucking universe. That's great. But start taking action, right? This is something that I had to force myself to learn, because I was one of those people that would think a lot. I would just overthink a lot about the ideas that I would have, and I wouldn't actually take action. And there's even been instances where I've thought about entire business ideas that I never even started. So a lot of lost time, a lot of wasted time. If you have an idea for a business or for anything else that you want to make an impact for change in your life, please take action as soon as possible. The faster you take action, the higher the likeliness that you will achieve that idea. Peace.